Something smells good.
Hey! What the hell is wrong with you? You trying to start something?
Oh, sorry, I smelled something delicious from a mile away. I just wanted to...
Oh, I see. You want some of me prawn? Freshly cooked it is. All right then. It's yours. If you can meet the price.
I don't have any cash on me right now. Do you take Visa? Or if you give me your email, I can transfer you the money.
Piss off before I crack you in half.
What the heck is wrong with that guy? I hope he wasn't as rude to you as he was to me. All I wanted was some delicious boiled prawn and crab, but if Big Boggart is gonna give me a hard time, I'm just gonna make some myself. I'm gonna make some prawn and crab boil, but I'm gonna make it super spicy because I wanted to whoop my butt just like this game did. After all, if you're a fan of Elden Ring, then you've gotta be a glutton for punishment. Boggart's seafood boil looks super basic, looks like it's just seafood, salt, and water, so we're gonna make ours a bit more interesting by adding some extra stuff in there. I was walking around in the round table hold and noticed that these guys really like their potatoes. They like a lot of potatoes, so we're gonna cater to the local palate by adding some potatoes in our seafood boil. I'm using a small pack of red baby potatoes that had 17 potatoes in it. Cut them all in half or quarters depending on the size of your potatoes and how big you want them. I like them all around this size. Then we're going to boil those for around 15 minutes or until they reach your desired softness. Take them out of the water and set aside for now. Let's see what else we can find. I'm seeing a lot of hanging meat, but they look pretty questionable. Luckily, I found these two delicious looking sausages in one of the rooms, so I'll be cooking those instead. I'm using 2 hot beef sausages, but other firm sausage types would work well here too, like kielbasa or andouille. Roughly cut those up into bite-sized pieces. I'm gonna give these sausage pieces a quick fry because I like when it browns and crisps up a bit on the surface. I think it's much tastier that way. When you're done browning, take them off the pan and set aside. In the same pan with all of the sausage drippings, we're going to make the sauce. First, I'm going to melt 2 sticks of butter. That's going to be the beautiful buttery base. Then add in 2 whole heads worth of minced garlic. I love super buttery and garlicky flavors. Also add in a tablespoon of minced ginger and some roughly chopped up Thai red chilies. I used 7 chilies, seeds and all, 1 for each great rune in the game. Fry those up for a couple minutes until fragrant. Time to add some spices. Add in 4 tablespoons of Old Bay seasoning, which is a must for seafood boils. Also add in 2 tablespoons of lemon pepper seasoning, 2 tablespoons of paprika, 2 tablespoons of cayenne pepper, and 2 tablespoons of brown sugar for that sweet counterbalance. Now 7 chilies and 2 tablespoons of cayenne pepper is hot enough, but we gotta amp up the difficulty. After all, this is Elden Ring, baby. Let's turn the heat up by adding some of my favorite spicy sauces. 2 tablespoons of hot sauce. I used Frank's Red Hot. Also, one of my go-to quick and easy snacks are these Korean Buldak instant noodles. These are hella spicy, and when I'm not up to the challenge, I sometimes just use half a packet of the Buldak seasoning and I save the rest in the fridge knowing that one day this is gonna come in handy. Today is that day. I'm adding around 2 tablespoons worth of Buldak sauce. I know they also sell the sauce separately in a bottle, so you can use that, or simply just use gochujang or even sriracha, but the flavor will be different. Lastly, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of this spicy banana ketchup. I know banana ketchup might sound weird to many, but Filipinos know what this is about. It's noticeably different from tomato ketchup. It's got a juicy, gloopy sweetness that's hard to describe, but it's awesome. Mix it all together. I love super spicy and saucy food, so this is how I like my seafood boil, but if you're not a fan of messy sauciness or spicy spiciness, then feel free to reduce or omit some of the ingredients. Now we have a crimson red sauce that will make a magma worm blush. Let's do the seafood, starting with the shrimp. I have about a pound of shrimp here ready to be prepped. I'm gonna go ahead and trim off the whiskers because those are annoying as heck. Then I'm going to use the scissors to slice open the top part of the shell from the head to the tail. This is going to do 3 things. 1, it'll make it super easy to peel. 2, it will allow the sauce to get through the shell and coat the meat. And 3, it'll expose the digestive tract, allowing you to easily devein the shrimp. When your shrimp has been cleaned and deveined, go ahead and plop them in some salted boiling water. These are gonna cook super fast. You can see mine turning pink almost immediately. I like to cook them with the head and shell still intact. I know it's annoying to peel, but the shrimp flavor is all in the shells, man, especially the head. Cook these for around a couple minutes until the shrimp is pink and that the meat is opaque. Remove them from the water and set aside. For the crab, I'm going to be using frozen crab that I got from Costco. If you can get fresh crab, that would be ideal, but for me, this is the most economical option. I'm just going to be steaming this according to the package instructions since it's already cooked, so I just got to warm it up. When you have everything all set, just mix it all together. I'm not using everything I made since I'm saving some aside for the wifey to make a less spicy version. Mix everything together, and to top it all up, I'm going to add one of my favorite spicy condiments, Lao Gan Ma Spicy Chili Crisps. I love this stuff. I literally put it on everything since it's got such a nice flavor and crunch. Now we're ready to dig into the spicy seafood boil. Guess we don't need you anymore, Big Boggart.
No drinking problem.
This actually looks pretty dang spicy. I love spicy food, but I usually don't add this much spicy stuff. Just in case this is too much, I'm gonna have on standby my flask of Crimson Tears, aka strawberry milk. Starting off with the shrimp, super easy to peel, but of course a lot of the sauce will come off, so you gotta go in for the dip for maximum sauciness. Not gonna lie, this sauce looks pretty intense. Is it gonna be unbearably spicy? Surprisingly not. To me, it's the perfect level of spicy. But then again, I do love spicy food and I've spent years singeing my taste buds and developing a heat tolerance. To me, the sauce is the perfect combination of sweetness, tartness, and heat. One of my favorite parts of the shrimp is the head. I apologize if anyone finds this gross, but as I mentioned before, the head is the most flavorful part. You know those addictive shrimp crackers that have a subtle umami, slightly fishy saltiness to them? That's what the head juices taste like, but stronger. I get it, it's not for everyone, but to me, it's like a shot of the best seafood soup ever. Now enough shrimping around, moving on to the crab. Even though these are frozen, the meat is so deliciously sweet, goes perfectly with the spicy sauce. Can't decide what I like more, the leg meat or the claw meat. Probably the leg meat, and sucking on the crevices to get every morsel of crab is so good because you get all the sweet juices as well as the sauce that's clinging to the shell. This is so good. Even though our shrimp and crabs aren't anywhere near as big as the ones in the game, our version makes up for it in big flavor. Let's try the potatoes. These are nice and fluffy and perfectly cooked. It absorbs the seasoning really well. A nice side quest from the seafood main story. The two fingers, sausages, are friggin' awesome. It's a nice meaty, chewy contrast compared to the fluffy potatoes and airy crab meat. All of this stuff would actually go really well on rice or french fries, and I kinda wish I made some for this. I didn't really need the flask of Crimson Tears as this battle was easier than I thought, but I'm gonna take a swig anyway. See, even if something looks intimidating, doesn't mean that it is. Try it anyway, and who knows, maybe you'll discover something new that you really love.